thing but welcome to Sports by Compion. My name, of course, is Stephen Compion. I'm joined here by both of my powerful co-hosts, or both here in the house. We got Dan Gill. We got Corey Compion. What up, boys? Woo! We're sending it today. It's the squad. It's the core crew. We're doing the Pick'em League today. We're back at it again, right, Daniel?
Oh yeah.
And
Back
listen,
at it again.
we know you guys are missing Corey's ridiculous insight, which just doesn't make sense how he somehow knows these things. But he has them pretty spot on, and he is back on the pick'em once again for the people, for the public, for the fans. Corey.
I just sense things in the force, you know? Every once in a while there's a pick that doesn't make sense, but then I just will it to happen. I'm just like, you know what? This is what would be best for me. And then that happens, and it's fantastic. It only works for pick'ems. It does not work for parlays, because FanDuel is always like, you need to make 3 picks to get this booster. And obviously I want the cute little boosters, because that makes everything more fun.
Of course.
But then I'm always like 2 for 3 of the boosters. So I'm starting to think maybe I just need to pick games and not go for the parlays, is my knowledge on this so far.
Probably safer.
But to be fair, so I've missed, let's call it like 6 of these parlays, all for $1. But if one of them lands, then that's like $10.
Right. No, that's how I would gamble too. All my friends think I'm crazy, but like that's how I like to do it too. It's fun.
No, you're just involved like tons of them. I just need one catch. Just one catch and we win the game.
Catch. A couple of you guys make some catches. We'll make up for all those guys who dropped it. It'll be good. Anyway, let's hop into this, guys. We have the Buccaneers currently losing to Buffalo, which does get right into our picks for the week. As you can see, Bucs fans, I did have to pick Buffalo for this one. I'm just tired of picking our boys. The way I see it is, as long as they don't want to play offense, Dan, I don't feel bad for not picking them, when we're trying to win games here. I mean, Christ, dude. The defense is led us just in every single game this year. But the offense is just like, run up the middle. Run up the middle. I don't know. Incompletion. Hold on. That was a completion. Let's get 2 penalties now and get ourselves out of field goal range, get ourselves back into 3rd and 20. That's where we feel comfortable. This offense is a disaster, Dan. It's the worst offense I've probably seen since like the end of the Freeman era / beginning of Mike Glennon era. It is fucking terrible.
But you're still 3-3.
Yeah, about to be 3-4. I suspect 3-4. To be fair, the Buccaneers are fighting their little hearts out in this Buffalo game, dude. Antoine Winfield is balling out this year, dude. Pay the man, Tampa. Pay the man, because holy shit is he balling out. The guy is just all over the field.
Though, you're not sharing your screen. I don't know if that's.
I'm not sharing anything. No, I'm just here rambling to you guys right now. Yeah.
No, honestly, like your best chance though is like your division's not strong.
No.
So if you guys do remotely well, like you'll be fine.
But the problem is being even remotely well right now. Like, we are really, really bad on offense, Dan. I don't know if you know this, but I've been telling you about it the last little while. Meanwhile, Antoine Winfield doing the very best he can to carry us to the playoffs, dude. We're all hopping on his little back, and we're hoping it's enough. Meanwhile, Devin White, also in a contract year where he needs to get paid, playing like trash this year, dude. The guy just got absolutely swallowed up by the O-line of Atlanta last week. This week, he's fucking jogging to go hit Josh Allen. The dude's just ridiculous, man. You're not going to get paid $100 million. Not by us, and I doubt anybody in the NFL is about to pay you that, bud. But anyway, enough about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I do have them losing this game. Did either of you guys pick otherwise?
No, I felt like they could make it happen, and they're only down by 1 touchdown at the half. They could still make it happen. I still think the Bills coming off of a loss, we're gonna bounce back this week and be like, oh no way, we have to like play football. Okay, cool. I guess we could do that. So I feel like you kind of got him on a bad week,
Josh Allen looks determined out there tonight. He's banged up right now. He's playing through injury and is still making plays. So yeah, he looks pissed off.
And the Bills have looked horrible the last 2 weeks. I mean, even though they beat the Giants, that was an ugly game.
Dude, the Buccaneers are the perfect medicine for any team out there struggling. Like, come play the Buccaneers. We got you, bro. We will give you a nice warm coffee, tea. We'll wrap a warm blanket around you. We got.
They
you
also
covered.
had a bad start. I feel like the Bills they're weird. They don't make sense. They're either great or terrible. They started bad, briefly did well, and now they're like iffy again.
I mean, they're kind of like prime play to your opponent level, though.
Yeah,
the last couple of years, like they're not. They don't really throttle anybody anymore.
Making it a game every week. It's gonna be a game.
Pretty much.
Hey, they keep people tuned in.
So we got Dallas and the Charge and the Rams. What do you guys have for this one? I got Dallas.
I believe in the heart of the cards.
Myself.
I think the Rams are same situation, coming off of a bad loss to the Steelers. I think they're going to try to remember how to play football. They got two really dangerous receivers. We don't really have that much secondary, but I think the Cowboys will still make it happen.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Rams to kind of hit that step again, but I don't think it's going to happen this week.
No.
So I actually went back and watched that Packers game against Denver because it's like, oh my god, how did we drop it against Denver? And like you're seeing some early struggles from Jordan Love. I don't think he's terrible by any means. You know, he's making a couple bad decisions here. It seems like he's kind of struggling to find that go-to receiver or like a real good target. You know, I'll let you fill in on this, Dan, but I am taking the Vikings for this game. They're hot.
I took the Vikings myself. Let's be real here. Like it's tough to go from Rodgers to somebody else, but this is kind of the same. That I haven't checked the line yet for that. But yeah, the thing is, he's not listed on the injury report that I'm reading right now. But yeah, no, the thing is, like, if you go from Rodgers to anybody else, like, sure, that's going to be a drastic difference, but that was the same feeling when they went from Favre to Rodgers because nobody knew what Rodgers was going to do. Rodgers' first year as it started, they went 6-10. So, Rodgers didn't come out of the gate hot like we saw him over the last, 13 years. Give the first 2 years to learning up, but I don't think we're in a bad spot. I think, there's holes, there's places to be better, but it's not all an offensive thing. It's not an all Jordan Love thing. Our defense can't stop the run. It would be one thing if our defense was shutting teams out, giving up 10 or less points a game, and we're losing, but that's not the reality either. So it's not one man's blame on this.
Fair. It seems like we're getting A.J. Dillon going, though, so that's good.
What was that?
It seems like they're getting A.J. Dillon going, though, so that's good.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
So this is an interesting game. We got Titans hosting the Falcons. The Falcons put up 400 yards of offense against the Buccaneers, but Anton Winfield had a couple things to say, a couple fumbles down there in the red zone, and they didn't ultimately put in as many points as they probably should have. I still don't think I'm totally bought in on the Falcons, though. It seems like if the Titans can figure out a way to stop this run, you got a more experienced quarterback in Ryan Tannehill over there. I think they get this job done at home.
I went Falcons.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think the Titans are a real football team. I think they may be pretensies. AJ Brown apparently has more receiving yards than all the Titan receivers combined, which is a funny stat just to begin with. But if you're solely dependent on Derrick Henry, that's why you're 2-4. And I think Atlanta also has an insanely good running back. So if we're just going head to head on running backs, they're a tie there, and then the team around the Falcons I think is a little bit better. So I'm going.
They got a good defense right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we heard the reports all week that the Titans might be doing a fire sale. The Ravens were linked to Derrick Henry, so who knows what's going on down there. And Tannehill's marked as questionable for the game, so if he doesn't start, I don't see that offense really moving.
Jeez. I think guys are making me want to change this to Atlanta.
Now, the interesting thing is, though...
it's a coin flip for me, but I'm still going to go
with that. Did you guys hear what the Tennessee Titans are wearing this week?
Oh, Oilers uniforms?
They're wearing the Oilers uniforms.
Yeah, we're locking in with the Titans. We're good.
So part of me is like, you got to go with the jersey.
They did just trade Bird, though. That is interesting.
Yeah, I think, this is one that I think I might flip once we get closer to the game, because if Tannehill gets officially rolled out,
right,
then I'm going Falcons.
I'm marking it on my calendar right now, man.
So me, Manny, and Kate, me and Steven's brother and his wife, We have like a pen and paper pick'em league where like I print out all the games and we write our name next to who we think is going to win. Manny is like 0-7 at this point on the Falcons. It's personal between him and the Falcons. So depending on who he picks, I may switch because this is such a coin flip.
Never works out.
I'm willing to just go with, shenanigans at this point.
I mean, but hey, the Titans were the team that were burning. Steven and I were getting burned by the Titans all season.
Yeah,
It was like every time we picked them, they lost. Every time we
and
picked
this feels
against
exactly
them, they
like
won.
that type of game, doesn't it, Dan? That if we pick them, Atlanta's probably going to win. And if we pick Atlanta, they're probably going to win. So whatever, we're going with the home team on this one. Fucking, we'll just hope for the best. Anyway, we got Saints traveling to Colts. Another South matchups of NFC versus AFC. You guys see what I did there? 2 games in a row. Isn't that cool? And we're taking the home team for both of these games. The Colts were semi-robbed last week, according to a lot of people.
Being out, with Gardner Minshew being in, I kind of want to switch it to Colts, but I am Saints for this one. I'm undecided.
I mean, Gardner looked pretty good. Gardner looked pretty good against the Browns. I went Indy myself. I don't like picking Indy at all for any reason, but lots of times you pick the Saints and they just don't pull it out. So it's really hard to keep getting behind a team that just doesn't have it together. I mean, the saving grace with the Saints is their defense is good.
Their defense is good. But no, I'm with you, Dan.
Can that offense get together?
And Jonathan Taylor's back now, and he looks like he's cooking a little bit with that offense now. So they got him, they got Zach Moss. Gardner Minshew's looked pretty good. Michael Pittman's still doing his thing. I got the Colts on this one, man. I think, according to a lot of people, they were robbed by Cleveland last week. That's a pretty good team right now. So I think
they were. I watched that game.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that whole replay, but it was a dandy apparently. I do tab Miami winning this against the Patriots at home. I think it's kind of a fluke what happened last week with the Patriots. What do you guys think? Anyone taking different on this one?
Nope.
We're just going to let that one slide on by. And then we also got the Battle of New York, which I am going for the Jets on this one. I just don't trust Tyrod Taylor to win football games. He got it done with 2 touchdowns in the first half, and then they just skated on that for the rest of the win. So I don't know. I think the Jets got this. They're pretty hot right now. Zach Wilson is fighting for his life, and he's not looking terrible.
This one doesn't. I don't understand it at all. So I went with the majority on this, which is 82% Jets. So I'm like, sure, I'll take that. That's fine.
I mean, the way that the Jets played against the Eagles, they're on something right now.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to go against them. And I mean, their defense is just. I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Their defense, as long as they can keep them in a game, they're probably gonna pull it out. So as long as their defense doesn't let them get too far behind, they'll be okay.
Their defense is legit. Garrett Wilson is pretty legit. So just throw the ball to him, Zach. You'll be fine. All right. Sorry to rush this along, people. The Buccaneers game is going on as we speak. And as a loyal Buccaneer supporter, I do have to watch them probably lose this game. But regardless, I got to be there to support the boys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, they have the ball right now, and they're currently driving with lots of yards. Disrespectful. Anyway, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh. This is kind of a tough one. Pittsburgh burned me last week. But Jacksonville's hot right now. I gotta stay with them on this. Trevor Lawrence looking really good right now.
My mind says Jacksonville. My heart says Pittsburgh. Going my heart on this one because it hasn't let me down this season. So I'm sticking with the Steelers. Both of these teams in my mind, the Miami, the Cowboys, and the Bills, they seem like they're gonna dominate or get dominated. The Steelers and Jacksonville and the Patriots are bad, but they're also what you're getting from them every week. They're gonna do this well, and that is either good enough to beat the other team or bad enough that they're going to lose. They're very always at the same level. There's not a whole lot of range. These teams both strike me as they're going to perform their brand of football every time they're out there on the field. I think Jacksonville's better. So I'm going to totally go against everything I just said and pick the Steelers.
Love it. Love it. Solid prognostics.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the hand of Jacksonville. As good as the Steelers have looked, I think they've looked better than the majority of what people expected this year. I mean, I know Mike Tomlin has had a phenomenal career there coaching, but with all the issues with Matt Canada and everything else you've heard, I think a lot of people weren't expecting them to be 4-2 at this point. One of my friends is a big Steelers fan, and he was like irate the last 2 weeks between the Ravens game and the Rams game. And he's like, God damn it, they win. So now they won't fire Canada. Like, he just wants Canada gone.
Everyone dies over there.
You know, I think the Steelers got lucky last week. They didn't get that first down. Unfortunately, the Rams couldn't challenge it.
Sure didn't look like they did. I watched that play. It definitely didn't look like, what is going on here, defense? But yeah, seriously, it did not look like he got that first down. We also have Philly and the Commanders. Philly traveled to
an easy
Washington.
one.
Yeah,
Philly's going to make it happen.
Yeah, Philly takes care of business here because they are just on a roll right now, and the Commanders looked pretty trash last week. I mean, their defense is still solid, but Sam Howell looks a little lost out there right now. He had a wide open wide receiver and underthrows it for a pick, and well, that's rough, kid.
Well, and their locker room is just imploding right now. Like, they're fighting with each other.
Oh, are they?
I forget what guy it was. I don't know. I'm trying to play that name, but he's been there for like 7 years. It was like, I've been here for 7 years of this shit, and I'm tired of it.
I saw that.
So like,
yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, so they're just blowing up, and God knows what's gonna happen. I mean, hell, we're like 8 weeks into the season, and here we go.
Good times, good times.
I don't think Carolina's going to go 0-16. They got to beat someone. I don't think they're going to be the Texans, though. So
I don't think it's going to be the Texans. CJ Stroud's looking good right now, man.
They will beat somebody, but not the Texans.
Yeah, I agree.
They will.
Probably be the Bucs.
I'm taking Hughes myself. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking Hughes myself, but yeah, like we said the other week, it's like, what week are we going to all just start gambling and just randomly picking the Panthers to get that first win? I don't know. It's got to be coming soon.
It's not this week, though, man. Houston's looking good right now.
That's where you make points in this league, buddy.
To the surprise of many. Oh, 100%. Which is why I have my Buccaneers a fair bet for the rest of the season to pretty much be the underdog. So I'll pretty much roll with that. All right, so we got Cleveland traveling to Seattle. Now, I do have Seattle picked for this one, but God, this was a hard one to pick. Cleveland's looked really good, but I mean, I think what's it called? The Colts showed a couple chinks in the armor, and maybe Seattle can take advantage of this. Now that I'm thinking about it, man, I don't know if I trust Geno Smith to do this. Like, it's a tough defense.
A lot of tough picks, but I still want Seattle as well, and it is a higher percent pick.
Right, just because they're at home.
They're, like I said, these are another two like grindy teams that are just always going to perform to their brand of football. And if you're picking the overall better team, I think it would be Seattle. Like,
especially with Deshaun Watson out, because Watson's out again, isn't he?
I mean, probably. I think he's still marked as questionable. Yeah, he's still marked as questionable. But my thing is, I picked Seattle myself, but that Cleveland defense is so good.
So good.
We didn't
Myles Garrett is so good, man.
You guys hear the talks of Myles Garrett for MVP? Every year there's somebody who's not a quarterback that they preach the gospel of that person needs to be MVP. This year it's Myles Garrett.
Good for him.
Did you know that more kickers have won the MVP than
terrible news.
Hilarious.
It's called football, buddy.
It's just rough.
Chiefs jersey, it's an easy one. Last week was a fluke. Denver is not a real football team.
Agreed.
Denver's not real.
Yeah. I agree with the whole fact. I have nothing further to say. That pretty much sums it up. I think there's another two easy ones.
I was going Ravens game. Sorry. Yeah, no, the Ravens, the way they played against the Lions last week, they just.
Oh my God!
They showed people.
They
showed people.
Scary skeletons.
What was going on there, dude? I was watching that like, oh wow. There was that Lions defense that looked so good. it was against the Bucs, but still, they looked so good like the previous week, and then just get absolutely torched.
I mean, they played relatively well all season, so yeah, it was kind of surprising to see him get torched like that. The Cardinals are on their agenda of trying to get Caleb Williams, so they're just going to roll over and let poor Josh Dobbs take it and hope he survives.
He survived. What a guy, though. Came out of nowhere, just being a guy. You love to see it.
I know.
You do. But no, I don't think he gets it done here. I think we all got.
Oh no, he's not gonna.
This
He's
one.
not gonna get the W. He has no one around him, but he himself is a guy.
So San Francisco has let me down 2 weeks in a row here, but I mean they gotta figure it out here. I mean this seems like a game that Cincinnati could absolutely win though.
So, but here's the thing, Purdy might not be playing right now. He's still questionable. I think he's in concussion protocol, so there's still talked about him not playing. I think if he, because Sam Darnold would start for the 49ers. Yes. So I think if he gets ruled out, Sam Darnold starting, I will probably side with the Bengals. But if Purdy starts, I'm going to take the 49ers.
Plus, isn't Samuel and McCaffrey both questionable as well?
Samuel is, but the thing that I'm reading Samuel's out, but the card that I'm reading does not have McCaffrey listed on it.
Interesting. So maybe he is okay.
McCaffrey played last week with a partially torn abdomen, so I imagine he's going to play again.
Terrific.
I think that guy's just indestructible.
Well, no, he gets injured a lot, but it's good to see he's playing through it. Poor bastard. Holy shit, man. All right,
abdomen. That's wild.
That's wild. Bears are traveling to the Chargers. The Chargers, this is a good get-right game for them. Bears have looked pretty good in recent weeks with this new quarterback they got in there, but I mean, Herbert's got to figure it out at some point and start winning some games, right?
I said Steve a meme of that dude being like throwing 2 picks, getting sacked like 3 times in like a Division II loss, and then there's all these videos of his dad as like the world champion arm wrestler. Yeah, for like 10 years in a row. Like this dude, he's got lore. I love a quarterback coming into the league with his own lore.
So you know what's funny? I was actually at Shepherd University on Saturday watching the football team play, the college he went to. Because my best friend's girlfriend's brother plays for Shepherd. Okay. He played with Paige last year.
Oh, okay.
So like they all know him. So they were all like hyped and they were like making sure that they were watching the game.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he looked good. The Raiders, I don't want to take anything away from him, but the Raiders are just a little dysfunctional right now.
Yeah.
But I agree. Chargers got to turn it around. They can't afford to lose this game. I think if they do, Staley's got to be gone. Like I don't get how he makes it past this year.
Chargers are like the best 2-4 team in the league. That's crazy that they're 2-4.
100%. Yeah. They've had so many close losses that they're going to be probably one of the better teams to get left out of the playoffs.
Yep. But yeah, I think they take this win. There's no way they lose to the Bears. And then the Lions get a get-right game against the Raiders because the Raiders aren't real. They can't hurt you.
True. Yeah, the Raiders are also, especially when you're starting Brian Hoyer at quarterback. What are we doing? Dragging Brian Hoyer out of retirement to come play a football game for your team? No. Find someone younger. Find anyone. Why did you bring Brian Hoyer out of fucking retirement to come play football for you? You guys deserve to lose that game. Christ, I don't know why I picked them to win that game. I'm an idiot. How dare you start Brian Hoyer?
Some random dog in his car, and he's like, "Look, it's Larry Fitzgerald. If you guys want to hang out with him, this is Larry Fitzgerald." And just like a dog just chilling in his car. And the dog is cute as fuck. It's just this dog just vibing, just chilling in the car. And he's like, "This is Larry Fitzgerald."
Who's that? Brian
Jones.
Oh.
He's just the most insane person ever. And I'm happy that we're still getting videos out of him, even though he's off the team.
Oh man. Anyway, that's the summation here. Do you guys have anything else to say about how unpredictable this whole NFL season's been? But like we started off strong, man. It's been tough to pick it the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean it's the nature of the beast. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't wait for us to start taking the risk and picking a Panthers first win.
I thought it would get easier. I thought I would start understanding the teams more, understanding like their place in space. I have no clue. I feel
Nobody
like
does.
I know less than I did at the beginning. Like
It's
I'm
just
more
kind of in the
confused now than
NFL.
ever.
The trade deadline is coming up soon, so that'll be interesting to see where some people might go.
Yeah.
That, and I feel like it's just, that's how it is the NFL the last couple of years. Crazy competitive. You don't really know where anyone stands, and like suddenly someone loses. You're like, what? That was the Jets. You lost to them?
If someone wants Dak, just give us back Cooper Kupp. We'll just write all the or not Cooper Kupp, Amari Cooper. Just give us back Amari Cooper. You can have Dak, and we'll just pretend that we never lost Amari Cooper, and all will be right in the world again.
Cooper Rush is leading you to the playoffs?
Sure, whatever.
Dude, at this rate,
You can't be worse than Dak.
Damn.
So
Dak
sorry,
catching some heavy
yeah.
blows as we close out this Sports Bike Compian. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe our subscribe. I don't even know what that is, but you know, you guys know what I'm talking
I
about.
don't know what that word was.
Damn right.